Welcome to PAM Eastcoast LA. I am your host, Pamela Calas, and today I have the wonderful artist, good looking too, Wil Key. Thank you, Wil Key, for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me, Pamela.
Of course, my love. Are you kidding me? It's my pleasure. I'm so excited, actually. So you started with freestyle, am I correct?
Yeah, I basically just I grew up in a family of musicians. So, it was just kind of there. I had a whole family of musicians, my grandfather, my mother, my uncle plays, so there's music in the house. And I just thought that's what you did. Everybody was playing music. So I thought it was a thing, just a natural thing. And so I started playing the keys and banging around on stuff. And the cool thing was that nobody made me take, like lessons, because that probably would have killed it, It was just kind of like an organic vibe, and
It was natural.
Just a natural musician.
It was in you.
It's in me.
That's better than somebody pushing you to play the piano.
Yeah.
So freestyle was my thing back in the 80s. I just want you to know. So I absolutely did you start like in the 80s or what?
Like way back. I don't want to tell everybody how old I am. We'll say 80s.
You're like,
we'll say 80s.
You're like
80s is good, yeah.
The 80s is good enough. I grew up in the south side of Chicago.
Okay.
And break dancing and freestyle and all that was definitely the thing. So where did you grow up?
Yeah, I grew up actually in Kentucky. So I would spend the school year in Kentucky, and then I would go see my dad in New York for like the summer. So it was like Kentucky, New York. Yeah.
I love New York. So that's where we're based. We get our name from. My name is Pamela, so we just break it up. Pam, we're the East Coast, LA. We are Hollywood here in New York. That's how we consider ourselves. And we just want to promote and support everybody, but we're not in Hollywood. We are actually in New York. So we just use my name, and that's how we promote it. It's not bad, right? It's a little
No doubt. I love it. What part of New York?
So I'm in Queens.
Queens. Okay, cool. My sisters were in Queens. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Queens. It's very, it's kind of like, I want to say I can get everywhere from Queens. A lot of people that live in Manhattan, they don't want to leave Manhattan. People that live in Brooklyn don't leave Brooklyn. But Queens is kind of like, it's a good, oh, hold on. The thing went like, so Queens, I go everywhere. I go Long Island. I go to the Bronx from here. I go to Brooklyn. There isn't anything that's going to stop me now. So can we introduce Grape Drink, Purple Drink Hour? Today, Wil is 9 o'clock in the morning. So café it is, everybody. And we are going to enjoy our cafés. Siniasas. That's how we say it in Greek.
Okay.
So, Globetrotters. Side A and side B, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Side A came out when?
Side A dropped in 2018.
Okay. And now you just dropped side B.
Just dropped side B this year. So that's the brand new project.
And so what I noticed is that you have like an all-female band?
Yeah. So in one video I do. So the video for the song that we saw, every song on the album is recorded in a different country. So each song has a different place where it was recorded. So for the song that we did in Amsterdam, we recorded, because it was all about like the red light district, the ladies, and that whole story. So I wanted to kind of showcase the feminine story, the female side. And so we did a whole female band. So we got the Pocket Queen, who is a tremendous drummer. Like, check her out. She's really, really dope. And we got a female bass player, Topaz Ferry, and then my wife is on keys. So they're the band for that
Your
video.
wife is on keys?
The name of the song, on keys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. She sings with me.
I saw with the blonde hair.
No, that wasn't the blonde. I don't think so. I think she had red hair in that video.
Red hair? So it was not. It wasn't
like red
black.
hair.
It was red hair, right?
Yeah, like red hair. Yeah, big
red
hair.
Lipstick, wearing glasses.
Big hair, yeah. Big lipsticks, big glasses.
Big glasses.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't know.
That's
wonderful. Oh, that's so awesome. You guys are dynamic duo then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. She's been working with me since the beginning. So
if only I could have somebody like that, where we could work together and play together.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. So I actually do remember you saying Paris, London, Amsterdam, all of that. So you're a big traveler. You've been doing that for years, because I know you you've been involved with a lot of heavy hitters.
Yeah.
You've worked with some heavy hitters. Tell me, who have you worked with? Who's your favorite? Don't tell me who's your worst,
God.
please.
Like I've been, oh my God, I've been doing this so long. So I just, going way back, like Public Enemy, Chris Rock, Sinbad, going way, way back. Those are all my early people to work with. But lately, I've been really blessed to work with some tremendous artists that I actually grew up listening to. So like, Jill Jones, who is a huge protege of Prince. She actually collaborated with Prince.
You have no idea how much I really want to see her.
Oh my God, favorite
Plays
artist.
the piano.
Oh my God. And
she's amazing. I absolutely love her. And I love that song that she came out with.
Oh my God. So,
it's like a black and white video.
It might be Mia Boca.
Oh my God, what is it called? Anyway, she's amazing. I love her.
She's amazing. And she's
a gem, right?
She's a gem. And she's on this project, like the album, and she's actually singing on it. And that is one of the songs that made the Grammy list this year. So I'm so excited and honored to have her on it. Cy Smith, I don't know if you know her. She's a tremendous R&B artist.
Okay.
There's Bubby Lewis, ridiculous bass player. Like there's so many talented folks. It's been a blessing.
I think that is, oh my God, that is such a blessing, babe. I can't even, that in Public Enemy.
Oh yeah, way back.
Oh my God. They're cool cats, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Music, traveling. Obviously, you're married, you have a family. How do you balance all that, babe, and then have time to do a podcast? I mean, it's like,
I know, like,
it's like, do you have time for anything else? Like,
right?
Play? What do you do?
I got a couple of things. Like, so one thing, it helps that my wife actually does work with me. So she actually does sing with me, and she's like a part of the music that I'm doing. So that's not such a strain. It's not like, I have to put that all down. We kind of work together anyway. So that's helpful. But it really helps me to have time blocks. Like if I say, listen, it's going to be 7 to 9 for this, 9 to 11, we're going to film a video. Okay. If I can block it out, then I can get each piece of my life done in a day. Because if I don't, I'll tend to just put all the beans in one bag. So I've got to kind of time block.
So what is the next step in manifesting your sound, your vision, your art? What's your next step?
So really excited. So we just dropped the vinyl, for which I have here. I just wanted to show it on camera. So
yes, please show it.
This. Oh my God, this makes me so happy.
Okay,
we went back.
I'm buying that.
Old school. You know what I'm saying? Vinyl.
Love vinyls.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Double vinyl. Oh yeah, with the insert. And we've got.
Do you autograph them if they order them or no?
You can order them. What's up?
Do you autograph them when they order them or no?
Yes, absolutely. I'll autograph it. Either way you want it, send it out. Yes, it's on my Bandcamp. Super excited about that. We just dropped that like about a week ago, and we're going to be dropping a documentary that shows you some behind the scenes stuff of all the places that we went to make this album. So like behind the scenes in Greece, behind the scenes in London, behind the scenes in all the different locations, or not all of them, but a lot of them.
I think that's awesome. And then you said Greece, that's where I'm from. So
yeah, I read you were, Greece.
Yeah, from Kanya, which is Crete. I don't know.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Crete? It's like the biggest island of Greece. You have
absolutely,
like Greece where Athens is, and then Crete is like all the way down. But it's a beautiful country though. And
I love Greece. Yeah, we did Mykonos, we did Athens, we did Rhodes.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's your favorite country then that you visited?
It's hard. Greece is beautiful. Greece is peaceful.
I'm sorry. Who is your biggest fan base when you go to visit? Is it London?
London.
I just said it. London. Yeah, it is London, right?
Yeah, London, because they love the soul vibe, and they're just kind of into my type of music. So yeah.
That's the most popular. Mm-hmm. I've been to London. I went a few years ago. I absolutely love London.
Yeah.
It reminds me of New York a lot. And I remember saying that to somebody out there. I said, this reminds me of New York. They said, well, New York branches off London. London doesn't branch off New York. And I was like,
Right.
okay, all right. I mean, I don't want to hurt you, I don't hurt your feelings now, you know? I mean, I was just telling you what my experience, baby. I didn't know the
Right.
history. Give me a history lesson. Give it
Right.
to me. Like, I'm like, oh my God. What is your favorite genre of music?
I really love jazz. You know, if you made me pick one genre, I'd probably say jazz. I'm really influenced with, you know, by R&B, gospel for sure.
Okay.
Anything that's kind of soulful. But the reason I say jazz, jazz kind of takes all of that and then allows the most freedom, you know. So my degree, my studies, you know, all my formal studies are in jazz. It's just, I think it's the most free. It's the most, it's the best expression of all those styles. I can do the most with jazz. So I like to think of my music as kind of, you know, jazz influenced R&B because I do tend to fall in the R&B pocket, you know, when
Okay.
you're trying to categorize something. But everything that I do is kind of inspired and influenced by jazz because I like the freedom of jazz.
I love jazz music.
Yeah.
And I love going to the jazz clubs
Mm-hmm.
here in New York.
Yeah.
I love instruments.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
know that you play the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your number one instrument?
Lately, I've been playing more guitar, but I actually started on keys. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm fluent in keys as well. It's just that it's easier to carry the guitar on the road than the
Okay.
piano. You
Yes,
know what I
yes,
mean?
yes, yes.
So
No, it is.
I actually play more guitar lately, but I love them both. I play drums as well, bass, I sing. But I would say lately guitar is in my hand more than keys.
You let your wife just take over the keys then?
What's up?
You let your wife take over the
No,
keys
she
then?
doesn't. No, she's playing in the video, but she doesn't actually play. She's a singer, and she's an
Oh, okay.
amazing singer. Yeah, she's, oh my God, like that's how we met.
How did you guys meet?
So she was singing. Oh my God, this is a great story. So she's literally, we went to the Performing Arts High School, right?
Okay.
So I was in acting and music, and she was in vocal, and we put on some serious productions. I mean, these were like Broadway level productions. I mean, set. I mean, it was serious. We
Okay.
had you know, really good stuff, even though it was high school. And so she was singing in a production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And there's this scene where a choir girl comes out and sings to Joseph in the show. And every day I would cut class to come across the street to the theater to watch her sing this. And I just fell in love. And I have been in love ever since.
That's what I'm talking about. So it's been
Yeah.
about 20 years of love.
Yeah, let's say 20.
Let's say 20. So I'm trying to keep it, you know, I'm trying to keep it young
Yeah,
here, you know,
18,
20 good years, which I
20
think
good.
is a blessing and it's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. We don't even last 2 years these days.
I know. So
It's seriously a true story.
it is a
And
blessing.
and I love to hear that. There's very few people I know that have been together, really together,
Yeah.
for 20 years, let's just say. What do you use for your platforms as far as like, so back in the day, what would you have to get your name out there? Was it writing a letter? Was it just showing up, sending your
Oh,
CV?
yeah.
That's different
Yeah.
from today because our platforms today
yeah.
obviously is, you know, we have so much technology. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have now TikTok, which has blown up. We have,
Yeah.
what's the other? I think there's another one that's missing right now, but definitely the three platforms I would say.
Right.
Oh, the four: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Oh, and YouTube. There we go. I knew there was
Yeah.
another one. YouTube. Yes, yes. I was like, wait, I know there's another one. Wait a
Right.
minute. What did you do back in the day that you do differently today?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a great question. So it was so different back then. I got started so young. When I first got started, I was actually touring with bands. So I was playing with a band that was, the guys in the band were much older than me. And so I kind of got an inside.
You were the tenderoni then. You were the little tenderoni back then.
I was a little tenderoni.
Yeah, that's right. You're still,
Oh my God,
but you're tender today.
I was tender.
Now you're just tender.
So you know, it was like I was young. We were touring. We were opening for acts. You know, on major labels like Epic and things like that. So I got kind of an inside look at how the industry was, and I was able to just kind of insert myself because I could play and, you know, I was creative. I just kind of inserted myself into the scene. And that was a much different scene back then. Like when I had the artist, I was working with Elegance, who was signed to Jive Records. And we
Okay.
kind of knew each other already from school. I had a recording studio. And when they got signed, I was kind of already inserted. So we got the soundtrack work and all the stuff that we did with that group just led to other things. That system, that network like that, it doesn't happen the same way now. You know, it's just not the same thing. Labels aren't looking for, you know, just for an example, that group was signed because they were discovered at a show, they had talent, and the label wanted to kind of insert money into them and bring them up.
Right.
That kind of thing doesn't happen anymore. Labels are now looking for the artist to already have a following. They're looking for your numbers on Instagram, like you were saying, they're looking for your numbers on social media, and then they may approach you with a deal. That's a very different thing. Now, the thing I like about it, I just want to say this.
Okay.
The gatekeepers, so it used to be back in the day, you had to be really talented and you had to have a certain look, okay?
Yes.
Now that's changing. You know, you have artists like Lizzo. She would have never been able to probably break through in the old mode, right?
Right.
Or some other artists that are like
Unfortunately.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
And so now that the gatekeepers have gone away, now it's about what do the people like. So I like that part of it. It's like that anybody now
I
can.
love
You know,
that part. That
yeah, I
you
love
could
that
be
part.
yourself.
You can be yourself,
I mean,
authentic self.
to the point where you're not even, you don't even need to wear makeup.
Exactly.
Literally, they're
Yeah.
saying, you need to answer that, baby?
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. I heard something. Like, I thought I heard the phone. That's why I was like, go ahead and answer, baby. I know you're busy. Like, no, but it is unfortunate. But I love that even that you don't have to be size 2,
Right,
Caucasian,
right,
blonde.
right.
You don't have to wear makeup.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can make it. I don't think I would have been able to make it if I looked like this then.
Right.
It would have been like, who's this big haired, you know, Spanish girl? I would have been
Right,
like,
right.
well, you know, I kind of fit the profile for it, but I'm actually Greek. And, you know,
Right.
it's like a whole thing. Like, so what platforms do you use today, or you don't need to use platforms?
So no, you do. You use all the socials. Insta's good for me right now.
Okay.
Facebook is good. The ads are good. You know, social media is absolutely a must now. You have to be able to reach folks on all those platforms. I think focusing on 1 or 2 platforms is best. I don't think anybody can do all of them well, you know. So we do use Instagram. We do use Facebook.
So how do you get your gigs then today?
Oh, so typically I'm contacting venues. So usually the venue is looking for an artist. There is a lot of festivals. So if there's a R&B type festival or a soulful festival,
Okay.
just book one in London. There's like a soul festival. Those kinds of things. I'll contact the venue, or we'll reach out and see if they're doing any kind of festival coming up. That's typically how I do it.
How would you tell somebody that doesn't have your credentials,
Mhm.
how would they get started? What would be a good beginning
And
for
right
them?
now,
Can they
I would-
go the same avenue like that and say, oh, I see the festival, I'm gonna let them know that I'm a musician and I'm this, and, you know, just send like a email, I guess, these days?
Yeah, you know, the venue wants to know that you can put some people in the seat. So
Okay.
until you can put some people in the seat, I wouldn't really be reaching out to venues so much. What I would be doing is make some noise online. So right now, you can get your following, you know, just making some noise online, perform, show them what you do. I would recommend, you know, any young artist be their authentic self. We were just talking about authenticity. I see a lot of artists trying to pattern themselves after what's in the Hot 100, like trap is big right now if they're a hip
Right.
hop artist, or EDM style if they're doing like pop. I would say be yourself, try to do something that speaks to you, because even though that stuff is like the Hot 100 right now, that's not what people are really gravitating toward. People want to see your authentic self.
Yeah,
So
because
I would start with,
nobody's gonna mind if you're 101.
yeah,
You know, you could be
yeah,
100 and I could be 101. You
yeah,
know, it's okay. It's
yeah,
okay to be 200. Just make
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You just get on the chart.
yeah. Just
Charts
and
charts
make
go
some
up to
noise.
past 100. That's what people don't understand. I mean, you could be 1,000, but that means that you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have thousands of followers yet, but the ones that are watching are watching. And there's something that my editor has said. It's way better to have 100 people watching that truly watch you every week than to show that you have 30,000 followers and really only 100 people are still just watching. Does that make sense? He said,
oh, absolutely.
I want quality, you know, more than the quantity. I don't want, of course, I want you to have 30,000 followers because that shows for the next person, like, oh, look, I'm serious. He said, but you have 100, whatever, some followers today. One day you're going to have 300. One day you're going to have 1,000. But those are going to be actual followers. And that's what I do. I'm hoping for more than me saying, hey, Wil, I don't have thousands of followers, but would you like to be on the show? And you still said yes. And I absolutely appreciate that more than you know. You have no idea, because that means more to me than that shows almost who you are. You know, you're not looking to see like, what's your background? Who do you know? What have you done? You're like, yeah, I'll be on the podcast. And I absolutely have no idea. And I could kiss you and your wife right now for allowing you for, and she should be on the show too. Where is she?
Next time.
Okay. You better come back. I'm serious. I want you to come back. I want you to tell me how well Globetrotter B-side went. And when you are making more projects and adding and dropping, because I'm definitely going to be getting the vinyl.
Sweet.
I would rather have a vinyl than downloading the music personally. My sister has a huge record collection. I've always wanted like a record collection or a record player, but since she has one, every artist, when we go to a show, or because that's the thing now, believe it or not, when you go to a show, they actually sell vinyls. They didn't do that years ago. I didn't feel like they did, but now that's like the thing. It's coming back. So I'm so happy that you actually have a vinyl, and I'm so happy that you're going to autograph it.
I will do this.
Pamela Calas.
You got it.
You are the best. You have been such a gem, and it's literally a pleasure. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. If there's anything else you'd like to share, please do.
No, it was an honor to be on the show. I really appreciate it. And best of luck with your show. And thanks for having me.
And please watch it, because I would really love for you to grab anybody that you think is talented enough to be with you. You know, I don't know. I know you spent some time in New York, and there's definitely a lot of New York talent, and I've had LA talent, and I'm hoping to get from the other countries, which I'm pushing and we're going to be doing. But if you ever see anybody that's worth, you know, everybody needs a beginning. And I feel like good people should be with good people. And so you're a quality person. And I love that you've been married 20 years. And I love that you're still doing music, because that means you're passionate and you won't give up, even if you have bad days, I'm sure. You've had bad days. You've had.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I mean, have you ever had like a flop show?
Sure. Yeah, shows where people don't show up, but I love music. I'm going to keep playing.
Because you don't care if there's just one person watching, right?
That's right.
You'll sing for that one person that came to see you. I will sing for that one
person, just like I sang for 10,000.
That's what I love. And thank you so much for being on the show. Sagapao, I love you. Sagapao. Good night, everyone.
All right.